longer. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to add all the veg. Still the veg. There's much more white veg than anything else. It's got parsnips, turnips, celery, leeks. That's all in there. We put a bit of carrot in it for colour. We put in twice the amount of vegetable to lamb. And that will just give it a stir around. And then we bring that to the boil and let it simmer for about another 45 minutes. And then before that there we put in some diced potato and make a nice Irish stew. Alright, we'll just let that go. The other thing you can do if you wish is you can cook some barley on the side and add some barley to it. In the northern counties of Ireland, barley was always added to the Irish stew. Wonderful. I'm just going to show you, as you see, the vegetables all swollen up, the lamb's nicely cooked, and just to check for me to do this okay, you might want to put it on a board at home, just so you can just pull it away across, break up in your hand easily like that there. So seasoning is another thing that comes into play. Because I've made a large batch of it here, I will only season it as I need it to order. Because if you pre-salt it, the salt just keeps accumulating within it. So you just leave it like this here, and then you take it out. Don't make a big batch. If you're going to serve this all in one go, season it. But otherwise, taste it and season it as you need it. You see, like we added the diced potato to it, and so the diced potato is nicely cooked into it. Some people like to put whole potatoes, but when we're making our presentation, the later said put it in the bowl. We'll show you how we'll serve whole potatoes on the side.
And of course, later on, as you said there, we're going to show people how to serve this, you know, whether it's in the restaurant or at home.
Yes.
Okay, thanks upstairs now, and we're back here with Chef O'Neill in the main kitchen. Now, what we're going to do is part of our St. Patrick's Day dish is a parsley sauce. Now, our parsley sauce can go with either our corned beef or it can go with our gammon, boiled bacon.
So to make first of all, what you do is you melt your butter, margarine, whatever you want to use. Alright, 2 ounces of flour. Make a roux. Okay. Okay, some people are inclined to go double the flour to the butter, but 2 ounces of flour, pint of milk, that's enough. A little bit wet, make it like that there. What happens is if you make too much flour into it, as it cooks it gets thicker and thicker and thicker. Alright?
Now this white sauce, this would be the basic bechamel.
Bechamel.
Yeah. So we're not going to be doing anything like, for example, like what we would normally do with a bechamel, like infusing with the studded onion and bay leaf and what have you. So now we're going to add in our warmed milk.
I warmed the milk. I didn't boil it, I just warmed it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly add it, and little by little, just little by little. That's 2 ounces of each, so it's 1 pint of milk. And just over the range. And as you do it like this, you shouldn't get lumpy. Don't go putting it in and whisking it. Cook it in slowly. That way, try and keep it from getting lumpy.
So the main message here is, chefs, just don't dump all the milk in on top of the roux.
Yeah. Otherwise, what you can do is put the roux into an oven and cook it slowly and keep it white. And keep rubbing it every few minutes, you know.
We'll cover that. We'll cover the roux, the different roux, when we get to the roux section on the website, on the roux modules that we're going to do. Basically, we've got three different kinds of roux. We've got a white, a blonde, and a brown.
See? Yeah, just keep going like that.
Okay, so as you can see here, Chef is just adding bit by bit and building up. If you keep proceeding on this way, as Chef has said to you there, you're guaranteed not to have a lumpy sauce, okay? So again, you build it up layer upon layer. We'll bring you back when we have finished adding in all our milk, and we'll show you exactly what we're talking about as a non-lumpy white sauce that basically anybody can make. Yeah, it's perfection here. There's no lumps at all in that. It's smooth, you know, and that's basically just going to translate into a lump-free sauce. So again, this is also a method that you can use in both the professional kitchen and also you can use this at home. Okay, we'll bring you back when we have our white sauce. Just finished off our white sauce. Chef, would you like to talk us through here now what we do is to finish the sauce?
What we've done, we've brought it up, all the liquid is in. So what we're going to do now, we're going to leave it on the flat top range like this and just keep it stirred for a little while so the flour cooks out.
Okay.
You need to get the flour cooked out, otherwise you get a real tacky sauce. See the shine? Nice and even, no lumps.
Perfect white sauce, perfect bechamel. Now, we're going to season the sauce.
And everything else.
Oh, absolutely, of course we could, yeah. Now we're going to season the sauce.
A little bit of salt and white pepper. That's all it needs. You know, if it's a little bit thick, you want to use the stock off the bacon or off the corned beef, you can use that there to help season it. But the principle behind this one is that we're going to put loads of chopped parsley in. So it's a parsley sauce and just enough salt and pepper just to give it that little bit of enhancement. You don't want too much salt, because nobody takes salt. There's enough salt in the bacon, there's enough salt in the corned beef, you don't need it.
Okay, and realistically, okay, you're talking about a good handful of freshly chopped parsley to go in here. And that basically, after we add in the parsley, we finish it off, maybe a drop of cream?
You can do. You know, you see what happens there is, you know, it's a little bit off colour, yeah?
Yeah.
So a little bit of cream can whiten it. But always remember, cream is a thickening agent. So you put in too much cream and leave it, it's going to become thicker.
Of course.
So always be careful. Yeah?
Okay, so
now what we're going to do here then, I have some melted butter. I'm using a wok today. I believe in the wok, it's great for, you know, tossing off the vegetables. It's easier, you've got more surface. What I did was I put some cabbage into a vegetable stock here. And then pinch the butter.
Now you really didn't cook that cabbage for too long, did you?
This idea we have to cook cabbage from morning to night, not necessary. You're taking all the goodness out of it, you know, then you just need a bit of salt and pepper, and that's done. Finished. You know, so we have in a little short period of time, we have our bechamel, we have our corned beef, we have our bacon, and we have our cabbage. So let's start plating. Perfect.